Hi guys, welcome. You know what? Everything begins at the super. So let's grab our food, let's go to the kitchen, and let's see how the digestive system works. Ready? Follow me.
Well, now we are at the kitchen, so we're gonna start with the process of digestion. We're gonna start with the mouth, obviously, and I will demonstrate how you do mechanical digestion. Remember, we talked about that yesterday. So here we go. Okay, now I'm gonna start with, I made a sandwich, a peanut butter sandwich. Now I'm gonna follow the process of digestion, and let's see what happens to this yummy sandwich. Okay, ready? Here we go. Now, the first thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna cut the sandwich into pieces. So I'm gonna use first a knife that represents your teeth, okay? So this is mechanical digestion. I'm just changing physically the sandwich. Are you checking this out? Okay. So I'm just changing it. It's still a sandwich, right? A peanut butter sandwich, just a change physically. Now I'm gonna make it even smaller. So I'm gonna put it, this is our mouth. So now I'm gonna keep chewing, but this time with a scissor. So I'm gonna cut it. Okay, now look at the bread, actually the sandwich. That was mechanical digestion. I just changed it physically. I was basically, it's like I was chewing the food. It's changed physically. Got it? But you know what? That sandwich is very dry. So what do we need when we put it in our mouth? What the food mixes with? Yes, saliva. And saliva comes from the salivary gland. So come over here and let's make some saliva. Okay, cotton balls will represent the salivary glands. So what are we gonna do? Let's see, come down here. Check, I'm gonna add saliva to our food, because always when you're chewing, you add saliva to make it wet. If not, you won't be able to swallow. Yeah. Okay, now I'm gonna grind the food and mix it with saliva like this is your tooth. Let's see. So look how I'm doing. But wait, this is too dry. Well, I'm thirsty. So let's drink milk. So now I'm gonna keep mixing all of that. Okay, in my mouth, I'm chewing, I'm grinding. Still, it's a peanut butter sandwich. You can still see it. That's mechanical digestion. Yeah. Okay, now, still food is in our mouth, right? But in your saliva, there's a chemical called enzymes. So I'm gonna add a little bit of enzymes there. Check. Okay, now what does the enzymes do? Start doing chemical digestion. It starts changing, okay, the food now into nutrient. But what is the first thing that starts digesting in your mouth? Carbohydrates. In this case will be the bread. Got it? Moving on. Now it's time to swallow. So the food will move down the esophagus and into the stomach. Now I'm going to demonstrate how your esophagus pushes food down with a process or movement called peristalsis. So basically, let's say I've just swallowed this. So it's gonna start squeezing and squeezing and squeezing and squeezing, 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 bloop, bloop, till it reaches the stomach. Okay, now the food will enter the stomach. I'm gonna use a Ziploc for this. So ready? Now, ready, look here. Are you checking this out? Okay, so now, this has been going down the esophagus, and it's gonna go into the stomach. in the stomach, the food will be getting some juices, some gastric juices. For example, we're gonna add acids. The acids help kill bacteria. Then, okay, because in your stomach we have a lot of bacteria. The acids help break down the food. It's very strong. It's called hydrochloric acid. So let me add a little bit more of acid. Okay, good. Now, also in our stomach, we add more enzymes, okay, to help digest proteins, like the milk that we ate before. So basically, now I'm gonna do some mechanical digestion in our stomach. It's a muscle, so it moves. But also at the same time, we're doing chemical digestion because we added enzymes, and anything that adds enzymes, the food is changing now into a nutrient, okay? Okay, this partly digested food, as you can see here, now is called chyme. So it's ready to go to the small intestine, where all the nutrients will be absorbed by the villi. So wait and see what's gonna happen now. Okay, now we're gonna move our chyme into our small intestine. Ready? Let's see what's gonna happen here. Okay. Here we go. Okay, at the small intestine, as you can see, zoom here please. Look what's going on. Water. All the liquid is coming out of the small intestine. Why? Those are the nutrients. But look over here. It is important to know that two organs help here in digestion, but food never goes through them. One is bile is added from the liver. Bile from the liver. So I'm gonna add a little bit of bile there. Pop, pop. And pancreatic juice. Pancreatic juice. So I'm gonna add a little bit of pancreatic juice from the pancreas. None of that, again, the food never goes through those organs, but they help here. Okay, let's see how it works out. Look. Okay, now the villi absorbs and takes the liquid and all the nutrients out of the food that we ate. Are you liking this? Okay, there you go. So everything we have on the tray are the nutrients that your cells will get and be happy. Now, let's see what happens next. The villi works like a sponge. It actually absorbs what's in the intestine, the nutrients, and then pass it to the blood vessels so it can get all the way to your cells. Villi. Now, the large intestine actually, as you can see, is going to move on to the large intestine, and look what's going to happen. The large intestine will absorb excess water out of the food that went there, that it didn't get digested. So excess water is taken out. There's some bacteria there also to help take the nutrients back into your body so they don't go out your anus. Okay, ready? Let's see what happens next. Here's the excess water. Now we're ready to come out of our body. After everything will accumulate here at the bottom part, it's called the rectum. And then it's ready to come out your anus. Okay, so at the end, here goes the undigested food. Now we'll move out the anus. And that will be your solid waste or feces. Ready? Okay, now it's ready to go out the anus. We don't digest. Ew. Ew. That's how it works. That's our digestive system. And all of this takes around 24 hours. Ooh. Pepe, what is there? Well, that's all for today, guys. Now, listen up. To summarize, when you're chewing the food, grinding the food, or the stomach is moving, that's mechanical digestion. When you add enzymes or acids or things that change the food into nutrients, that's chemical digestion. For, as I said before, for all this process, it takes around 24 hours. And you know how long your digestive system is? Like 30 feet long. So I hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time. Bye.